Hello, I'm Martin Sheen, and welcome to Kirov By Night, Superior, Wisconsin's #1 late-night comedy show. And now, here's your host, Andrew Kirov.
Right here at the Underground in Duluth, Minnesota. Thank you all for being here, huh? Yes. Very excited. Very excited. I thought we were going to have to worry about being able to play to the people on the sides of the theater, but evidently that will not be an issue at all. I'm actually just going to do the whole show just like this, just like lounging. I don't need a desk. What do I need to do? I'm having so much fun right here, not where any audience members are sitting. I could go over there for half the show. I could go in 80% of the seats up there for half the show. I'll tell you what, I did 2 TV interviews for this, which I don't know if any of you saw that. It wasn't, I did okay, but you know, it's 6:15 in the morning, so this answers the question finally that I've been having for weeks. Who watches television at 6:15 in the morning? It's these 25 people that came to my show tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. You deserve it. You are the early risers of the Twin Ports area. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, we have a great show for you tonight, and you guys will be aware of it, and anyone who watches the videos will be aware of it. On the show today, we have 3 actors from the Duluth Playhouse production of Spamalot who will be right here. We're very excited for those guys. They're going to come on. They're going to come on, do an interview, and just hang out for a little while. I'll talk to them. We'll have a lot of fun. And then we will be having a blues band called Jimmy B and the 3-Hand Band, who are here all the way from Birmingham, Wyoming. So give them a round of applause. All right, the first sketch that I'd like to introduce for you guys tonight, it is a game show that we like to do here. And we like to think of what game shows are like, not only in our country of the United States, but in other countries in the world. This sketch is called Russian Game Show. Russian Game Show, everybody. Here we go.
Hello, comrades, and welcome to number 4 game show in Russia. The rubles are wrong, brought to you by Spetsnaz Insurance. And now, put together the hands for the host, Dmitry Medvedevkov!
Hello! Welcome, comrades! Thank you for introducing me. Welcome to the Rubles Are Wrong! So will you guess how many rubles item costs, or you die? I kid. Okay, now time to meet contestants. Okay, contestant number 1. Your name is Rick. You're American's furniture salesman. What brings you to Rubles Are Wrong?
I don't know. I don't really want to be here. I must have been kidnapped.
Okay, contestant number 2. You are Ivan from St. Petersburg. You are turnip farmer. What brings you to Rubles Are Wrong?
I would like to win rubles. Or a gold. The farm needs no gold.
Good. Now that we have met contestants, it is time for a short message from sponsor. Sergey?
Only window and house get blown out by meteor explosion? Is no problem. Just purchase meteor explosion coverage from Spetsnaz Insurance. Coverage protects against most damage caused by meteor explosions. And it does not cover damage from comets or asteroids. To buy, 749 78542 831 9 7.
Oh, wait, was it 749 78542 8397?
No, all wrong. Number 749 78542 831 9 7.
Why you not write down? Now he must repeat.
I repeat, American. Number 749 78542 831 9 7.
Okay, yep, I think we got it.
Good. Repeat back.
No, I don't want to repeat it back. I don't need me insurance.
He liked a little dangerous. I like.
Spetsnaz. Number 1 insurance in Oblast.
Oh, time to feed goats. We'll be back after a short commercial break.
Hello, welcome back to Kirov By Night. All right, next thing we're going to show you guys, this is actually a competition that we had. We have several writers who write for the show. It's myself and some of these other people. We actually did the sketch back about a year and a half ago when we were doing the show at UWS, but people really enjoyed it, so we thought we'd bring it back kind of by popular demand here. But it's a competition we had at that time, and we'll kind of let the audience decide, I guess, based on crowd reaction, which one of the writers won the competition. But what this competition was which writer could write the funniest, most ridiculous porn intro. All right. So what this is it's the very beginning of a pornographic film. So this is what kind of sets it up and what takes place before anything sexual actually starts happening. And we have several writers who wrote porn intros, and we shot them and recorded them and everything here. We're going to show you guys. So everybody, I hope you guys enjoy. This is Kirov By Night porn intros.
Damn it.
What is it?
It's my panties. They're all twisted and bunched up.
I know what we can do to solve that problem.
Oh. Oh, these woods are so beautiful.
Well, I've heard they're cursing that there's a monster living in here.
Now I'm scared.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Oh. Oops. I dropped something. Oh my.
I haven't done this before, just let it happen. God, it's a really gloomy day out. Now your picnic is ruined.
Now what are we gonna do?
Well, I have an idea of what we can do.
This is still boring.
Well, I know how we can spice it up. Let's do this. The loser has to do whatever the winner wants.
Is that the lamp?
No, that's my titty.
Right. High class stuff. And, you know, I got to tell you guys, Nick Isaacson, as you may have noticed, wrote 3 of those intros.
We don't have a large writing staff. We don't have a lot of writers, and Nick Isaacson is 3 of them. And I gotta tell you guys, he is gifted at coming up with porn introductions. That kid, he could have a career in the adult film industry. I'm serious. Anyway, we're going to take a short break. You guys can listen to the band a little bit. Kirov By Night's going to be right back after this with Greg Anderson, Nate St. Germain, and Chris Nolet from Spamalot at the Duluth Playhouse. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody, welcome back to Kirov By Night. I'm very excited to introduce my first group of guests for the evening. As I mentioned before, they're in Spamalot at the Duluth Playhouse opening September 12th. Please give it up for Greg Anderson, Nate St. Germain, and Chris Nolet, everybody. Whoa. Take your hands, guys. There you go. Hey. Woo. All right, how are you guys doing tonight?
Awesome.
I can't see light out here.
It is. It is.
Very fancy.
Thank you. You have lights on your show?
What? Mics?
Mics? Everything.
Mics? Real.
You got everything. You got a clock on the desk? Wow.
What does the clock do?
It tells me what time it is.
That is handy.
Yeah.
Damn,
that's what
hell you
clocks do.
say.
Yeah.
Is it correct?
I don't know. Does anyone
Chris
have a
was
watch?
messing with it earlier.
I got 8:20. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Cool.
Hey,
Hey.
establish that then.
Yes. All right. So you guys are in Spamalot. How's that going for you guys?
It's going good. I get to wear stilts.
Nice.
That's exciting.
We get to watch him wear stilts.
All
It's
right.
exciting.
I feel like my kneecaps are gonna shatter,
Yeah.
but I'm getting better.
Have there been any accidents at all?
No.
No.
No, although when I first
Yeah.
tried them on, I thought I was gonna fall backwards and die.
Mm-hmm.
There have been simulated accidents.
He simulated most of it.
Yeah. What kind of simulated accidents?
Mostly of the pants variety.
Right.
In the pants.
Greg poops his pants a lot.
Not to say that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you went there. Yes. We were all thinking. We all
That's
watch.
true.
Yeah.
There's some accent accidents.
Accent
All the
accidents?
There's some very bad actors.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be Cockney. And
I was Japanese at one point.
I'm like a small Iranian leprechaun.
All right.
Lancelot took a whole different turn.
Yeah. So what characters are all you guys in Spamalot?
I'm Arthur, and thank God that's the only one I am.
Okay.
Unlike these two.
I'm like the Eric Idle characters, so Bring Out the Dead, I'm Sir Robin, I'm the guard, Swamp Castle, and Brother Maynard.
Wow.
I'm the John Cleese, so I'm Lancelot, and the lead Knight of Knee, and the lead French Taunter, and Tim the Enchanter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, you know, like you said, you have the John Cleese character. Do you guys try to do your characters as those actors did it, or do you kind of try to do it your own?
I have, just because I found out Graham Chapman was drunk most of the time that he was doing the Holy Grail, so I've been drinking heavily.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. So that makes
Well,
sense.
for part of it, I love trying to match a lot of the accents, and there's a guy who does a Terry Jones character who just nails them.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to make them different, and they didn't really try that very hard. When they made the movie, I'm John Cleese, I'm going to speak like John Cleese the entire time.
Yeah. And the script is different enough too that in a lot of cases you can't really, like Lancelot in particular has
He goes a whole new direction.
He sure does.
Okay. So how is the script different than the script we're probably used to?
A big difference is that the script of Spamalot is very much, it's about half about the movie and about half about making fun of Broadway.
Right.
So that's a whole new thing that wasn't part of the movie. There's a lot of over-the-top Broadway numbers.
Okay.
Singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's singing in the movie.
Well, I'm saying in the play there's singing.
Yeah.
Well,
Someone goes
Dancing, yeah. I'm this one over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all triple threats. We act, we sing, and we act
And we,
again.
yes.
All right.
Jazz squares are my weakness.
We were all complaining about our jazz squares earlier.
Yeah, we were trying to do them back there actually, and we all were terrible.
I don't even know what is a jazz
It's
square.
like you put one foot over the other and then back, and it's like a waltz, but in 4/4 time.
Okay.
And you're supposed to make a square, and I just don't.
Theoretically, you could do it forever, and people would think you were good at dancing, but no.
Right.
If you can't even master that,
Yeah.
then you know you.
Okay. And so and you guys haven't.
We're the really strong dancers in the show.
The audience thought that was really funny. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're not. That's why we're acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
There are some really strong dancers, actually. The dance numbers are actually really, really good, because none of us are doing them.
There's tap dancing. Chris does some really impressive tap dancing with coconuts.
I have a stunt double for my tap dance.
He shakes his feet and they hit coconuts on the ground.
Don't give it away.
Sorry. Spoiler alert.
So how many people are in the whole cast of Spamalot?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So that's pretty big. I mean, but it's kind of, I guess, Broadway musical. I mean, if it's making fun of that, you have to have a relatively
You have to have some
large cast.
spectacle. Some
Right.
And it seems bigger because, like, along with these guys, almost everybody does like 8 parts, so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, some really insane costume changes.
Mhm.
I go from Tim the Enchanter back to Lancelot in like less than half a page, which is short.
Red goes from Robin to Maynard to Robin again in like a page and a half of script, yeah. So.
Yeah, I wasn't going to complain about it though.
I have to take my crown off at one point. Put it back on.
Must be so hard for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. The one thing that I had a hard time with was learning my lines, which is kind of, I don't know why I do theater, because I always frick up my lines.
But you've had 20 years of working in the movie to know.
Well, that was what I was going to say, though. The script is different enough that you feel like you know these lines, and then you look at the book, and you maybe watch the movie because you're like, I'll just watch the movie a bunch of times and learn my lines that way, and that is not correct. The lines are all kind of there, but they're mixed differently, and
Okay.
yeah.
The Black Knight doesn't enter till Act 2, so I mean, some parts of the script are totally weird.
And there's no witch at all.
Yeah.
The whole witch scene, the
They
burning.
cut the witch scene.
So come to not see that.
Yes.
So for people, I guess, who are not familiar with the storyline of Spamalot, which, if you're coming to a comedy show, you should be familiar with the storyline of Spamalot. But what exactly takes place during this whole story?
King Arthur rounds up a bunch of knights. They go looking for the Holy Grail. The end.
Okay, there we go. Pretty simple.
They meet some wacky characters
Yes.
along the way.
Most of which are played by nature.
I do a lot of yelling. I actually,
Yeah.
I was glad because I don't sing very much in this show, but it turns out that's a good thing because I usually go home with no voice because I yell so much.
Right.
There's a lot of shouting.
Yeah,
There's a lot of shouting.
a lot of shouting.
But it's like shouting that you can listen to.
Mhm.
You're really selling this out.
Oh, yeah.
We can't dance and we shout.
It's really great fun, though.
But the other people are really good.
So, did we get the wrong cast members to come talk about the show?
No.
It's not at all, as far as you know.
Sure, I haven't seen it yet, and no one has. And so this opens on September 12th, correct?
Yes.
And then how many chances are there, I mean, how many performances then do you have of Spamalot?
Basically 3 weekends. We open on a Thursday, but the rest of the weeks is Wednesday through Sunday. Sunday is a matinee, so
Okay,
the rest of the shows are evening shows.
okay. So quite a bit of chances. And then what's the, I guess the last day would be the 29th?
Yes, 29.
29th, okay. And talking to you guys a little bit about this before, I don't know if you're okay with doing this, but we were talking about maybe having you guys do a little bit of the coconut scene for us up here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, in fact, I think they planted coconuts in your desk just for that purpose.
Did they?
Yes.
They
That
did not-
reminds me,
They didn't
speaking of
inform me of
planting
this,
things.
but
I have a gift for you.
Oh, yes. We will now have the exchange of
Brought you an
gifts.
official Monty Python Spamalot, a new musical lovingly ripped off from the motion picture Monty Python and the Holy Grail, September 12th to 29th, 2013, Duluth Playhouse pin.
thank you. So many words for such a small pin. Thank you
And
very
there's a
much.
cloud.
Yeah. All right. Kind of like there's so many seats for such a small audience. I'm not afraid to keep talking about it. All right. Are there just...
There's just these.
Just those coconuts? Okay. So these guys are going to do a bit of the coconut scene here for you.
Stand up, maybe.
And
I'll go to my chair.
All right,
all right.
Okay.
Here we go. A preview here of
they're doing
Monty
this on
Python's
video, now they have to set
Spamalot
up
at the Duluth Playhouse.
What is it you want?
I'm looking for men.
I had a feeling.
We have ridden the length and breadth of the land looking for knights to join me in my court at Camelot. I must speak with your lord and master.
What? Ridden on a horse?
Yes.
You're using coconuts.
What?
You got 2 empty halves of coconuts and you're banging them together.
So? We have ridden since the snows of winter covered this land, through the kingdom of Mercia.
Where'd you get the coconuts?
We found them.
Found them? In Mercia? The coconut's tropical.
What do you mean?
Well, this is a temperate zone.
What, the swallow may fly south with the sun, or the house martin, or the plover may seek warmer climes in winter, yet these are not strangers to our land.
Are you suggesting coconuts migrate?
Oh, they could be carried.
What, a swallow carrying a coconut?
It could grip it by the husk.
It's not a question of where he grips it. It's a simple question of weight ratios. A 5-ounce bird cannot carry a 1-pound coconut.
Well, it doesn't matter. Will you tell your master that Arthur from the court of Camelot?
Listen, in order to maintain airspeed velocity, a swallow needs to beat its wings 42 times every second, right? Am I right?
I'm not interested.
It could be carried by an African swallow.
Oh, yeah, an African swallow, maybe, but not a European swallow, that's my point.
I agree with that. Well, beautiful bird, the African swallow. Lovely plumage.
Don't enter into it. Besides, African swallows are non-migratory.
Oh, yeah.
So they couldn't bring a coconut back anyway.
Will you tell your master that Arthur from the court of Camelot is here?
Wait, supposing two birds carried it together.
Are you sure about that? No, they have to have it on a line.
Well, simple. They just use a strand of creeper.
What? Held under the dorsal guiding feathers?
Well, why not? Who's that then?
Ah, that's a king.
How can you tell?
Ah, because it hasn't got shit all over him.
All right.
I can hear the jungles roar in these.
Thank you guys. That was a preview of Monty Python's Spamalot at the Duluth Playhouse, everybody. That was awesome. Thank you guys for coming on. I mean, you've convinced me to want to go see Spamalot, honestly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Surprised.
That was a nice job for not opening until September 12th.
Maybe you'll get your life right.
I will not have wine before that show. I promise.
All right. All right. Well, thank you guys. You guys were very fun. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It was great. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, everybody. That was Greg Anderson, Nate St. Germain, and Chris Nolet from Spamalot. That was awesome. One more round of applause for all those guys. We're having so much fun here. And Kirov By Night's going to be right back after this short Russian break, everybody. See you later.
Hello and welcome back to Rubles Are All. Okay, first game.
Contestants, in the first game, you must guess the number of rubles that item cost.
Okay, here is lovely assistant Svetlana. Bring out first item.
First item is Smirnoff vodka. It's good vodka.
Okay, are you ready to guess the rubles?
Honestly, I don't want to guess the rubles. I just want to go home.
Contestant number 1. What is your guess?
41,000.
Contestant number 2. What is your guess?
41,000.
Real price?
42,000 rubles.
Contestant number 2. Closer. Congratulations, you win brand new
That is actually my wife. She must be waking up too. Hey, hon, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I don't. What's happening?
Okay, contestant number 2. You have choice. You may keep wife, or you may take mystery item.
Normally I would take wife, but she is not good wife. I will go for mystery item.
Hey, that is good choice, comrade.
Agree. As woman, she look for. As goat, she hide. But she not goat.
What are you guys talking about?
Okay. We will decide what the mystery item is after a short commercial break.
Family farm not doing well? Of course it not. Not because of turnip famine. Just buy turnip protection coverage from Spetsnaz Insurance. That's Spetsnaz. Spelled C-B, backwards round E, H-A-B Insurance. Spelled C-T-P, lowercase a, X-O-B, lowercase a, H, backwards, and lowercase e. Spetsnaz. Number 1 insurance in Oblast.
Wait, was that Spetsnaz with a backwards ball?
No, he's square with tail. And now back to the show.
Okay. Now we will find out what the mystery item is.
Oh, is Kirov vodka. It's number 38 vodka in Russia.
I should have stuck with ugly wife. Kirov vodka is not good vodka.
Agree. Kirov is cheap.
It's almost like you get the same shitty thing every time you take a sip. There is no variety.
Oh, I agree, and the writing is horrible.
Kirov vodka is nothing compared to Jimmy Fallon vodka.
Jimmy Fallon vodka, it is good vodka. It's made great character every time, but it makes me laugh.
Oh, no more time left in show. Keep contestants straight.
Wait, no, I don't know where we are.
Wait.
Hey, get your hands off me. I'm done for focus. I'm dangerous.
Okay. Ugly wife, you come home with me.
What? Ah! What's happening?
That's all the time we have. See you next time.
You have Twitter? Of course you do. You are a comrade of now. Why not follow Spetsnaz Insurance on Twitter? Search at Spetsnaz. That's lowercase a with circle. Spetsnaz. This has been production of Russian Broadcasting Company. Bye-bye.
Oh, hello. You caught me at an awkward point. I'm trying to put on my Spamalot button. All right. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that Russian game show. We enjoy that a lot here. We have another video coming up next. This is a video about a character that you actually saw in the last episode of Kirov By Night here at the Underground. He was in the Searching for Sasquatch video. He was the guy who in the town hall meeting describes how he saw Sasquatch humping a tree. And anyway, he's from the South. His name's Cletus. And he really likes telling stories. He likes telling long, drawn-out stories for all you great people out there. And so this is a sketch we like to call Story Time with Cletus.
So I was out at the tree, and I was picking apples. That's when I noticed there were apples already on the ground. I'm like, who's been picking my apples and just leaving them there? But then I remember gravity did that. I can't fight gravity. So my dog Skip liked peanut butter. I got him years ago, and his name was Steve. but I didn't like that name, so I named him Mark Ruffalo. But I hated Mark Ruffalo, and I liked Skip, the peanut butter, so I named him Skip, like the peanut butter. I like to eat at home because I like to cook things, because sometimes I'll take a fish and I'll fry it up, but I'll fry it up with some peanut butter, because then it's got that peanut butter taste, but it's also got that fish taste. And I like both of those, so I was like, why not eat that? So I was out at the local seafood restaurant, because I was hungry and they have seafood there, and that's food. So I was there trying to get lobsters, and I looked in the tank and the lobster was staring at me, and I was like, why are you staring at me, lobster? Knock it off. But he just didn't knock it off. So I was like, lobster, I'm gonna eat you. But someone else got that lobster, so I ate his friend. I think they were friends. They both had right legs. So I went to the movie theater, and I was gonna see the latest flick. And then my car broke down, so I didn't see the latest flick. I got there about 2 days later, so my car had to get fixed. That movie cost me $72. I was at the grocery store, and I was in line with my eggs. But like the line was taking a long time, and I was like, where's this line going? And so I asked the person in front of me, and they said, we're at the circus. So I got this family, and in it it's my nanny, and she doesn't like to wear sweaters, but she gets chilly, so we make her, and she hates that. So she's always crabby and gives everyone a cold for Christmas, especially my 2 kids, John with a G, and Stacy with an X. So I was at the hospital with my wife, and she was all like, I'm gonna have a kid right now. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me about this? So one time I was a fireman, and I was all like, I'm gonna save these people from this building, but it wasn't on fire yet. So I paid this kid to go burn it down, but he got caught in the fire. So I had to go in and save him, but then I got caught in the fire, so I had to call the real policeman to call the fire department to get me out, because I didn't know the fire department number. I just knew 911. And so then they came and saved me, and they're like, what were you doing in there? And I was all like, I was burning. So I was talking to my neighbor, his name was John, with a J. And so he asked me why the crocopus is so mean, but I'm like, I don't know why the crocopus is so mean. So anyways, I told him why the crocopus was so mean, because I didn't know. I just like drawing out my story. It was in the lagoon out back, where all the people go, and they're now afraid to go there because the crocopus. But I don't care about the crocopus. I tell him what's what. It's not a crocodile. It's got tendrils. So it's all like flip-flop, flip-flop. I'm like, you need to behave yourself, young mister. So he was angry and he ran away to the other side of the lagoon. But I couldn't get there. I don't know how to swim. It's a lagoon. I have arms. So the crocopus is actually kind of a teenager right now. So he gets moody sometimes. But I'll tell him what's right. I know in the end he'll love me. But until then, I'll punch him.
No, man, this is the great-looking EastEnders. But yeah, this is the initiation you're looking for. Man, you think penguin's the fiercest bird? What?
Wait, so it's just me you out here?
What, you think it's just me out here? Nah. Aye, that's all of us. We're the great-looking EastEnders. Yeah, now tell me your street name.
Brandon?
Brandon! My name's Dandelion. Yeah, that's Bubbles. That's Cinnamon. And that there's Peppercorn. Together, we are the great-looking East Enders. All right, now let's show them what we do, crew. Come on. Straight line now. Hit the music, Nick Sunstall. So tell me, Brandon, what do you really want?
What I really want?
Yeah.
What I really want? I want to make some money. Form a brotherhood, have a great sense of community, and meet a nice woman or two.
Ew. Peppercorn. Calm down, man. All right, well, let me describe to you a typical day for us. All right. We wake up pretty early in the morning after a long night of listening to our jungle sounds, you know, to make us sleep a little bit better. Then we wake up, have a nice hearty breakfast, eat some sausage, links, not patties, bananas, maybe a popsicle or two. You know what I mean. Then after that, we go volunteer down at the retirement community. Just give it back to the people, you know how it is. Then after that, we go socialize down at our local soda shop. And then we give other gangs a hard time for trying to socialize at our same local soda shop. But after that, we go home, turn on the television, and watch America's Next Best Dance Crew. And then after that, we go to bed, because it's curfew. What? What, is that too hardcore for you? Because that's only on weekends. Yeah, on weekdays, we got school.
So wait, down 20 crowns?
Well, Bubble jaywalked once. But that was only once, though.
On 47th Street.
Yeah, and Peppercorn illegally downloaded every season of Dawson's Creek. Peppercorn! You're a little pitchy, man. And Cinnamon? Cinnamon, what'd you do?
Well, I accidentally ripped the tag off of a mattress that says "Do not." I shot a bitch.
Damn, Cinnamon! What? You shot a bitch? We need to start running a more comprehensive criminal background check. All right, so tell me, Brandon, now that you know what it takes to be a great-looking East Ender, you think you got what it takes?
Yeah, actually. This is just things that I do on a regular basis.
All right. Dance off!
5, 6, 7, 8! So what, am I in? Am I good enough to be a great looking East Ender?
Yeah, I guess you can be a part of Glee. Hello everybody, welcome back to Kirov By Night. I haven't mentioned them much at all so far, but that is the By Night Orchestra playing up there. Please give it up for the By Night Orchestra. They are awesome. We love having them. Every single episode we've had those guys, and it is just great. I have to say, this is probably my favorite Kirov By Night audience ever. Yes. And the reason for that is, you guys, I don't know, I haven't counted how many people there are.
I probably could in less than 10 seconds. I'm not going to take that much time, but you guys are a really responsive audience for a crowd that small, so it's been awesome having you guys. Thank you again for coming and showing up. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hardcore, the hardcore fans out there. All right, everybody, we have one more guest that I'd like to introduce for you tonight. It is the guest band. They are here all the way from Birmingham, Wyoming, to talk about their latest album and to play some blues. Please give it up for Jimmy B and the Three-Hand Band.
Only two of us, so we only need 3 chairs.
Did you need me to pick up your whoppers there?
No, don't worry about me. We're not worried about you.
All right, well, welcome to the show, Jimmy B and the Three-Hand Band. Did we have those backstage, or?
I brought them with just in case you didn't.
I didn't get any. Yeah. So you guys, I need to say this before we go any farther with the interview. I don't know how many of you were here for the first episode we did at the Underground, but you guys look very similar to that band, the Bus Buddies, who were a folk band we had on the show last night.
Take off my glasses. How do I look like?
You look even more like them now.
Personally, I don't watch the show.
Not many people do. Yeah. So, but anyway, you guys really do seem to me like you are.
We're not, okay?
He says we're not.
Okay.
It's not us.
I mean, you have the same faces.
There's only so many faces in the world. You can't just go handing out different faces to everybody. Sometimes you get doubled up.
I don't think that's true.
Did the
That's
other,
definitely not true.
the other band only one guy only one arm?
No, that's true.
There you have it.
That's true. The other band, everybody did have all their arms. I did notice you only do have one arm.
I do, but I'd rather you didn't bring it up.
Oh, really?
I don't like talking about it.
You don't like talking about it, Mister. Did the other guy only have one arm?
I could ask him.
Yo, but he doesn't like to talk about everyone, so let's just not bring it up.
All right, so you guys are Jimmy B and the Three-Hand Band.
Well, I'm Jimmy B. And together we're the Three-Hand Band. Not we're Jimmy B and the Three-Hand Band. I'm Jimmy B. We're the Three-Hand Band.
Okay, so when you're with him, you're the Three-Hand Band, but when you're by yourself, you're Jimmy B.
Jimmy B and the One-Hand Band.
That's pretty obvious, Jim. I don't think you need to spend 5 minutes explaining it. No.
All right, so I did see kind of in the info we got about you guys before we came to the show that you're from Birmingham, Wyoming. Is that true?
That is true. We lived there all of our lives.
No, we haven't. That's not true. Tell them where we're from. We met. We're not from Wyoming.
Where do you think you're from?
I'm from around here, but we met in Wyoming.
And so what were you guys doing in Wyoming that you met?
Oh, we're at the local discotheque, discoing up.
No, we weren't. We were at the Paralympics. That's where we met.
Okay, so what were both of you guys doing at the Paralympics?
Well, he was competing in the...
No, I was not! I am an able-bodied human being. I would not be wasting my time at the Paralympics.
Well, you were there, though.
So
what were you doing there?
There was a family member, or I honestly don't even remember. It was that long ago.
He was on drugs.
No, I am not on drugs. You're not talking. I was at the Paralympics watching someone. Jim was there trying to compete in the one-armed pole vault.
I've never heard of that event.
Right, exactly.
I was competing in the one-arm pole vault.
You were the only competitor. Did you make that up yourself? Did you just walk up to him and say, hey, one-arm pole vault?
Obviously not, because I had the stuff there for you to do it.
No, they didn't. You just kept trying to jump over a bar that was this high. And then they lowered it. until you could finally jump over it. And then they handed you one of those Hershey gold coins. Incredible.
So
This is incredible.
it's seeming to be that there's a lot of hostility between you band members here.
I don't see it. I don't see it. We're loving.
Are you blind too?
We're like brothers, essentially.
We're not brothers. It's been the longest 4 years of my life with these guys. No. It's been the longest 4 years of my life. Wait, let me throw it over there so you can't reach it. Four terrible years.
Okay, so
Don't open his candy for him.
He told me to open his candy. I'm sorry.
That's all he does is candy.
So what do you guys? How did you guys decide to become a band then? After you met at the one-arm pole vault at the Paralympics?
I was there. I've been a musician. You were there. Yeah. And I was desperate, looking for someone, and I thought maybe I could play this one-arm thing to my advantage for a little while, sell some CDs. I regret every second of it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay. So anyway, it's still seeming like there's some hostility between you two, despite what Jimmy B is saying. Okay, so I understand that you guys have a new album out. Is that true?
That is true. It's our top-rated album of the year. It's our favorite cups of hard to eat with one hand.
Right. Yeah. Huh?
Like that.
I'm okay. Thank you. I usually don't eat when I do a show.
No.
So what is this album called that you've recently come out with?
Well, tell him. Since you don't like bringing it up, just tell him what the album's called.
It's called the Three-Arm Blues.
No, it's called the One-Arm Blues. He named the album after himself. Shocker. But he doesn't like to talk about it. Well, for that matter, what song are we playing today, Jim?
We're playing, I think it's the 12th track on there. We call it...
Don't even know. The song we're playing today is called One-Arm Blues. Go figure. But Jim doesn't like to talk about it.
Okay. So you guys are going to be performing the song The One-Arm Blues from the album The One-Arm Blues.
Yep.
And you're Jimmy B and the three-hand band.
Yeah, does it all make sense now?
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems, I mean, you know, it must be difficult for you to go through life without...
It is. You can't do much except for playing a blues band.
You guys keep talking. I'm going to set the instruments up.
I can set the instruments.
No, you can't. How would you play a guitar?
Like this?
No, that doesn't work, Jim. That doesn't work. That's just stupid. I'm going to set the instruments up. You two blab. We're going to play and we're going to get out of it.
All right.
So what else would you like to talk about, Jimmy B?
Well, Rick, now that you mention it, it is hard living with one hand. Not much you can do with one hand.
Okay, right.
Like, you can't catch a football. Football just bounce right off you. Can't knit. You got one hand. Can't write a memoir because I was right-handed, so I can't write anymore. It's three things. You can't clap.
True.
Can't play guitar, apparently.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't play the guitar.
Can't count past 5.
You can't count past 5 without your second hand.
Can't. Didn't go to school in Texarkana, where I'm from.
All right. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of things you can do, though. I mean, you can.
Well, you can name it.
You can drive, I assume.
Well, you need one hand to eat with, so you...
And you know, you're still able to play in a blues band, so that's something.
Well, that's the one thing I can do, I guess.
Yeah.
Except for bitch. Do plenty of that.
Can't even dress myself right.
Yeah, I noticed you were a little disheveled.
Yeah. Lenny won't help me anymore, so I gotta...
Why would I help you clothe yourself?
Your staff doesn't help me, because they're all sketching out here. Trying to be funny.
We don't have a staff.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I bring my own candy, for God's sakes.
Right. It's true. Yeah. You had to get your own blue M&Ms or whatever the musicians get on the shows. So are you guys about ready to play the one-armed blues here for our audience?
Looks like he is, I better get ready too.
All right. All right, everybody. This is Jimmy B and the Three-Hand Band performing their new single, The One-Armed Blues.
Get out my harmonica here. That's not it. There it is.
Okay, I'm starting.
On the day I was born, the doctor told me, son, you only got one arm. This is how it's gonna be. Oh, I cried. I might as well have died with no arm by my side. My shoes will never get tied. Oh, it's true, I've got the one arm blues.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Got drafted to Nam. I fought in the war. They blew off my arm. Couldn't fight anymore. Oh Lord, pretty please. What could I do? Can't buy shirts with one sleeve. They only come with two. Oh, it's true, I've got the one-arm blues. Take it away, Jimmy. Went rock climbing one day. I slipped and I fell. Rock landed on my arm. What the hell? I was trapped. And so I cut off my arm. I couldn't see any harm in harmonica solo.
No! Stop! Give me that harmonica. Stop! I am sick of it, Jim. You are a compulsive liar. None of those things happen to you.
They all happened to me.
You are 23 years old. You did not fight in Vietnam. That's not even possible. That didn't even happen 23 years ago. You weren't even born. Well, what? Explain yourself.
I told
How
you.
did you lose your arm?
I told you the doctor told me I was born like this way.
But you weren't. I knew you.
When I was born?
Basically, how did you lose your arm? Tell them right now.
Well, I was rock climbing and slipped and I fell and rock landed and I was there for 127 hours. And I cut off my arm with a harmonica.
No, that's a movie with James Franco. That didn't happen to you. Now tell them right now, or I'm going to tell them.
You're not going to tell them.
I'm going to tell them.
I don't think you will.
It was diabetes. You lost your arm from diabetes. You fat fuck. You couldn't even go a 10-minute interview without eating all the candy in St. Louis County. You didn't listen to anybody. You didn't listen to me, you didn't listen to your doctor, and then you lost your arm, but we have to hear about it all day long. I don't like to bring it up. Fuck you!
do. That's all you do is bring it up. And I am sick of it. I'm leaving.
But you're all I had. That's my diabetes. That's all I have now.
How do I get out of here?
Can't forget my candy bar.
Welcome back. Jimmy B and the three-hand band, everybody. I don't know how much longer that'll be a band. That took a depressing turn. I wasn't expecting to hear that it was diabetes. Thank you guys, though, everyone who came tonight. It's awesome to have an audience here. It's awesome to be able to do this show at the Underground. I absolutely love it here. I love doing the show. So give the Underground staff, especially Crystal Pelkey, a big round of applause. Why don't we give a round of applause once again for the three guys who were in Spamalot who were just on the program. And let me hear it one more time for the By Night Orchestra. And my whole staff, the camera guys, Nick Sunsdahl up in the booth, and my entire cast and crew for making this show possible. It was awesome, so thank you to those guys. I could not do the show. I could not do the show without them. I could not do the show without my audience coming here and showing up and giving me laughter and all that stuff. It's so awesome that you guys do that. And once again, thank you so much for coming. It's our second episode of The Underground. We're going to do at least one more, hopefully more beyond that. So thank you guys so much for coming. This is Kirov By Night.